Hi everybody, my name's Buisseret. I'm a retired army officer, but I'm also a senior lawyer. And hello!
I've seen the video!
Yeah, that was me. You're with all our children! Yeah, I'm sorry, I actually wasn't very proud of that when I went to bed that night. I have to tell you, I was like, oh, I know you lost your temper.
It was amazing.
But thank you.
It was amazing.
But to be honest, what had happened in the preamble was that I'd already visited so many policemen right from the start on the protests and was challenging them. And then I went to the clinic, as you know, and I challenged the clinic. And by the time I got to the clinic last Monday, I was sick of challenging, and in the end, I'm afraid I just lost my temper. So apologies for losing my temper, but apparently...
It seemed like passion, not anger to me.
There was passion. So yeah, I just wanted to let you all know that we've actually issued proceedings. Well, I won't take the credit for it. It's law or fiction. Firm of lawyers with barristers. They're crowd-funded and they've issued a judicial review application on the 2nd of September challenging the Secretary of State and the MHRA for authorising these injections in children. So that court application has gone in. I would invite you all to read the grounds that we've submitted, because that actually takes you through the legal position as well as our evidence on why the children should not be injected with these experimental gene treatments. So that includes a statement from a Dr. Ranson, which is a medico-legal report, in which her overall conclusion is that no child under 18 should be injected with these experimental treatments. So please do read all of that. You can find it on the Crowd Justice page. If you search for law or fiction judicial review, hopefully you should find it, and you can download those documents. And what I would suggest you do is take those into your school, you know, the schools, and actually show the schools what we're doing in terms of lawyers. Now, we can't get to the court in time, which was one of the reasons why I made the scene in front of the clinic, waiving the case decision of Bell and Tavistock. Now, that's so important because the court has already looked at the issue of whether children can be Gillick competent to consent to an experimental treatment. And the court has said physicians should seek clarification from the court in such circumstances. A, because it's experimental. B, because there's no long-term safety data. C, because we don't actually know the long-term consequences on things like fertility and sterility, neurological development, myocarditis in the heart. The other thing is that people are not being told of the material risks, and the material risks aren't even all yet known yet. But we all obviously know about the yellow card, 1,609 deaths so far, over 1 million serious adverse events, including disability, deafness, you know, long-term serious health, life-limiting issues. So given all of those factors, the court in Bell and Tavistock about puberty blockers said essentially any kind of experimental treatment, the children under 18 will not be able to give informed consent necessarily. You can't assume it. So the whole idea of relying on Gillick competence is outdated, okay? That was a 1986 case. Bell and Tavistock is 2020. And I just want to also tell you this, that in terms of the informed consent laws, our analysis is that not a single person in the country is able to give their freely informed consent to these treatments because they have been lied to, they have been deceived, they have been... And the psychological warfare is military grade. So as you know, if you don't give your freely informed consent, then that can be a potentially criminal offence. Under Section 20 of the Offences Against the Person Act 1861, if you inject somebody, you have broken the continuity of their skin. Whatever happens to them is a wound that you've caused. That's the actus reus, and you caused it deliberately. So if that person ends up injured or dead, and you did not obtain their lawful informed